So, welcome, yogis, just beginning wherever you wish this evening, lying down or seated. Whatever the body needs. If you've had a hard day, perhaps it's going to just be lying on the floor, being supported. If you choose a bit more kind of a meditative position, maybe seated, whatever you fancy. And just begin with those breaths. Let's just center ourselves. Deep breath in. And a nice slow exhalation. Just brings you into the moment. Brings us into the now, this feeling of presence. And when we come into the now and presence, we have the opportunity to just explore the body. We can scan through from head to toe, noticing what we're feeling, where we're feeling it. Maybe we'll notice something we hadn't noticed all day. And it's only once we've become still and quiet that it reveals itself to us. Or perhaps something has been relieved or has eased a little. Just giving you that opportunity to explore. And then grounding down. Always take those energy roots into the earth. And every deep breath, you can relax a little bit more. Maybe it's physical relaxation you need this evening, or mental, emotional perhaps. Just notice where you are on all of those levels. And just exploring, if you could ask your body what it needs, what would the answer be? Notice if something immediately jumps into your mind, or whether it takes a little while to sort of develop that answer. So if you're lying down, just have a moment now to bring the knees in. Hug them into the chest. Take a few moments here. There's absolutely no rush to come to seated yet. Just rock on your back. Notice what tension you're holding through all the muscles in your back. And if you're already seated, you can just gently flex or soft movements as we come up to Zazen. And so this evening's practice, we're just going to have quiet meditation time. Following the breath now and then when the mind really wanders off, but nothing other than just simply sitting with ourselves, however uncomfortable and awkward and intolerant that can be at times. We're just going to sit with ourselves and be the witness of our thoughts. So standing back from the thought itself and just witnessing it. And every time we do get taken off onto that thread of an idea, the breath will bring us back and we can stand back and witness again. It's a continuous sort of rotation of awareness through our body and mind. So let's rest the hands to Dhyana Mudra. I'm going to start the little timer for 5 minutes. And just give yourself over to this practice. Surrender. Firstly, relax the face and shoulders and body. Take a few breaths just to come into this space. And then whatever thought you're just having right now, just stand back and witness it. And just try and stay in this space. Gentle breaths. catching the mind when you do wander off with the thought. Just stand back and witness. Just noticing how it feels to be with yourself. Just checking in with your thoughts. Notice how you're feeling. So we'll take one more breath here. And just bring ourselves back around from meditation. How did that feel? Was it quite peaceful, or was the mind very busy? Were the thoughts jumping, or was there one long thought that you stayed with? So just curious as to how your practice feels every time you do it. So coming off cushions, just pop them aside, and we're going to come into mantis, the first pose. So a lovely kind of low stretch for the back. So taking knees wide, feet together, and if you want a cushion for kind of a nice restorative evening practice, then you can. You can try it and then maybe take it away. So let's come into mantis. So stretching the arms out ahead, forehead down, and just surrendering into this lovely restful pose on the mat. And softening into the arms and shoulders. And as you take a few deep breaths, you feel the back lengthen a little bit more. Noticing tension in your upper back, around the shoulder blades. And really trying to relax the inner thighs, tops of the legs. If at any time you need to come out of this pose, please do. And just enjoying lovely deep breaths. How do you feel? Surrendering to the earth. Very grounding pose. Great for liver and kidneys and spleen. And bladder and stomach channel. Keep relaxing. Noticing if you're liking this pose this evening or if it is challenging in any way. Does it reflect anything in life? And just notice if the breath is deep or shallow. How much your back moves as you breathe. What's going through your mind? And then gently, when you're ready, I'm going to slowly come out of this pose, quite intense through the hips and upper legs. So just being really gentle and slow motion as you come out. Enjoy the sort of the release as you unfold your legs from that compression, and then we'll come down. Lovely neutral spine. Everything calming. But notice where your chi is moving through your legs, certainly. Perhaps sensation, tingling, warmth in the feet, tops of the feet, even the soles of the feet. and the flow through the legs. Perhaps you find there's some sensational coolness in the belly and the front of the body. Just noticing whatever you feel. It will be different for everybody. So as you lie here, relax your face, the muscles around your eyes, softening the chin and jaw. Lovely deep breaths. And then when you're ready, let's bring our right knee in, then the left. And take a moment here, just curling that spine. It might feel really nice just to rock a few times. And so coming up, we're going to come into butterfly. Nice, gentle pose. So drawing the soles of the feet together, and if you need any cushions under your thighs or knees, please use anything to support. It's always good to support if you just feel that you need it. And then we're going to come into this and just settle and explore how much the body wants to fold forward. Trying to relax the arms and shoulders, and then gradually perhaps softening into the head and the neck. And just looking through the body all the time for any tension that just works its way back in. And just having this quiet opportunity to tune into what you're feeling in your body. Where do the sensations radiate out from a single point, perhaps? How far down your back do you feel the stretch? Noticing hips. Again, soften your face. Just let everything go. Notice if the shoulders are tense and just let them soften and round perhaps. And taking the observation of your breath as you breathe into the belly. What do you feel and where do you feel it? Is your mind placed more on the physical or the mental or the emotional body? Notice how much we tune into the pain body sometimes if there are pains within. whether we can stand back and disassociate from that, feel everything. And enjoying how the whole breath moves in the front and the back of the body. So just have one little look through the body as we take a breath here. And let's slowly come up. As we lift up, how does it feel through our back and spine? And then just drawing knees together and coming out, noticing the hips. And let's just lie back. Lovely deep breaths. How do you feel? How and what do you feel? So checking in on the physical level, the mental and the emotional level. And again, being the witnesser rather than being within the thought. That part of us that witnesses. Just checking in to see if there's anything else you can relax momentarily here. And then gradually let's bring our knees in. Have a gentle hug. Rock or little circles. Whatever supports you, whatever nurtures you. And then we're going to come into heart bench. So for this one, you'll need your 2 blocks. So we've taken the body sort of forward with butterfly. So let's just sort of take the spine in a different direction here. So 1 block long ways and the second height, and then the second block on the tallest height, literally just to rest your head. So a lovely pose, which always feels a little bit strange when we first come into it. We're going to lie back over this long block behind the heart center. And it always takes me a few little goes just to place it where I feel most comfortable, even though it feels a little bit awkward to begin with. And then just resting the head back. So if you have to play with your block, moving it slightly up or slightly down, just find a place where you can tolerate this pose and try and relax through the buttocks and the lower back without too much of a curve. It's more arching into the upper back and upper spine. So taking your arms wherever you're comfortable, and then just sort of the back of the head is resting on that tall block. And as you breathe, it might feel quite hard as you breathe against this block behind your heart. But it does soften in time, so just go with it. And relaxing your face, all the muscles in your face and neck. You might find your chin just tucks in a little. And just tuning into your breath. Aware of the rise and fall of the belly. And notice in this particular pose how it feels in the emotional center of your heart. Heart chakra, throat chakra are very stimulated here. So the throat connecting with the heart is our way of expressing our emotions and talking about how we feel. These two are very connected in that way. So as you lie here in this pose, being very aware of everything that's going on, maybe you can draw on some nice quotes or affirmations that are quite loving towards yourself. I am a lovable human being. I deserve love and I give love easily. I trust and express myself in kind ways. For the throat center, whatever comes to mind for you, they're just things that popped into my mind. Just positive ideas for your heart and throat center. Following your breath. Noticing maybe this pose has become a little bit easier. The feeling on the back is not so hard now. There's a softening in the heart energy. Enjoy your breaths. And we'll take one long breath. And ever so gently, in your own way, lifting up your head. And then supporting your body, maybe with your arms and elbows, as you just lift away from that block, popping them to the side. And then just coming straight back down. Still feeling the sensation of that pose. And then we're going to wait here, let that sensation fade and tune into the energy. your mental energy, your emotional energy, your physical energy, even your spiritual energy. Noticing if you're feeling quite joyful and blissful. When we're in the present moment, there is no real need for any other negative emotion. When we're just present with ourselves. So enjoy these deep breaths. And just loving your body, having a real deep appreciation for everything that you can do, and everything your body does for you. Gratitude for a healthy mind. So when you're ready, let's bring the knees in. Gently rock. We're going to come into banana. So when you're ready, bring your feet over to the lower right corner of the mat and bring the right foot over your left ankle. And then just shuffle the shoulders over to the top right corner. And coming into this lovely banana shape, just relaxing buttocks. Relaxing the lower back. And softening through the arms and shoulders. Deep breaths. And if you wish, you can just close your eyes. Keep checking in through the sides of your waist. This is a lovely stretch for the gallbladder energy that runs on the outside of our body. So keep relaxing. Look for any of the little bits of tension that come back in. Perhaps through arms, wrists and hands, shoulders and neck. Relaxing the face. How does this feel? Lovely stretch to the left side of our body, which is our feminine energy, Ida. And just relaxing. Breathe into this pose. Enjoying this stretch while being completely supported by the mat. And a lovely pose to really observe your breath. Noticing where the breath goes. It feels like it always goes into the left-hand side of the body, like a fan. It moves in that direction. Keep relaxing the lower back and buttocks, any tension in the shoulders. And just witness your thoughts as well. And we'll take one last breath here. Nice deep breath. Maybe sigh on the exhale. And we're just going to come back into neutral. Uncross your legs. Come back to center. Just shuffle the shoulders into an alignment. And we'll just take a moment here just to feel whatever we feel through the body, especially through the sides of our body. So following whatever sensations you're getting after that side of banana pose. And it's likely the sensations are just fading now. And so we'll come into the other side. So bringing the feet to the lower left corner and then left foot over the right ankle. And again, shuffling the shoulders to top left corner and then just relaxing. You might find that you just want to sort of pull the pads of the buttocks away just so that you feel a bit more connected to the mat. And then relaxing, arms wherever, facing in whatever direction feels right for you. And relax, lower, release any tension that you're feeling in your waist and your back. You can drop the shoulders away from the ears. And draw the breath to the belly. Lovely stretch for the right side, which is very much linked with our masculine energy. Pingala. Relaxing the legs, relaxing the waist and the lower back if there's any tension. And again, notice what's going through your mind. Just standing back from the thoughts, watching as they move and flow through you. Enjoying your breath.
Noticing what's coming through with this pose this evening. Banana is a lovely posture for balancing the right and left energies of the body. The masculine that's very linked with our sun energy and heat and motivation. And the left side, the feminine side, which is very linked with the lunar and coolness and calm, our intuition. And so when we're ready, we're just going to gently lift the shoulders, come back to center, and then just unravel the feet and bringing the legs back into nice neutral alignment. Take a few moments here. Nice sigh. Close the eyes. Relax your whole body. And just have a gentle awareness of whatever you're feeling after you've come out of that side of the pose. What stretch do you feel through the right side of the body? Lovely for gallbladder. So deep breaths. Just feeling really calm, peaceful. Where we tune into the true nature that we are as little souls. When we first arrive here, we are quite pure little souls, just returning to that original state. So when you're ready, let's hug in for a moment. Hug the knees to chest, little rock, gentle stretch to the back. And you can bring the head up if you want to, just to stretch a bit more through the upper back and neck. And so finally, we're going to come into bench. So you just need a little cushion for this. Having moved the spine in quite a few directions, it's quite nice to just relax back over this one. Such a lovely pose to end a class with, just because it feels so nurturing. So a few inches from the body, and let's just lie back. And if you need something under the neck just to support the head, you may not need to. The cushion may be enough to support you. And relax. This is a pose that you can do anytime. Doesn't have to be in a yin class or yoga class. You can come in from a hard day, or just if you've been, hunched over doing something all day and just need to swap into a different direction. This is a lovely one to remember. And great for your throat center again, and heart, and your third eye. Just relax. Let everything relax through your back. Relax the legs, the feet, arms and shoulders. And relaxing all the muscles in your face. Breathing easily. Just notice how peaceful you feel. No one's bothering you, no one needs anything from you. You can please yourself here. Just connecting to that inner self, our higher self. And just noticing how this feels, how quite different it is from the heart bench. But how it still opens the heart center. So we'll take a breath. And gently, when you're ready, just start to lift the head. Lift the body. Slowly taking that cushion out and coming back down. Just noticing the difference. We've only had a very thin cushion behind us, but noticing that shift through the spine and the structure. Lovely deep breaths. Noticing how you're feeling. And then when you're ready, let's hug our knees in. We're coming into relaxation now. So if you want to remain lying down, please do, with a blanket or cushions under the knees. But if you want to come to seated, then again, whatever you feel like this evening. Get yourself comfortable. If you need some warmth, pull over a blanket. So I often like to just pull a little angel card out of the deck. Just see what little bit of wisdom or guidance we're due to have today. So if you have a question in mind or there's something on your mind, maybe just be open to receiving something that you need to hear. It may resonate, it may not. Let's just see what comes up. A card called Patience. So let's just see what the deeper meaning is. Now is the time to learn, study and gather information. Enjoy being a student, because in the future you will synthesize your knowledge into action. Although you may be aching to begin a new project, now is not the time. You're in the vital phase of gathering right now. This means that you're acquiring new information through studying, reading, meditating, channeling, taking classes, interviewing experts and other means. In all of life, there is a time for gathering and a time for planting.
It's too soon for you to decide how you will use the new information that you're absorbing. You may have some ideas, though, so it might be wise to write down these ideas and write them down for the future. Soon enough, you'll be called into a situation to apply your new knowledge in useful ways. When that happens, you'll be very busy, working very hard, so enjoy the present moments of rest. Allow yourself to be an empty vessel into which the heaven pours all its wisdom. Your unique talents will blend with this wisdom and synthesize into a new and important way to bring peace to this planet. So the essence is to study and learn, and then later on there'll be that time to apply it. Enjoying the restful stage at the moment. So ever so gently now, we're just going to bring our awareness back into our body and noticing what you're feeling physically, mentally, emotionally. And just take a few breaths, whether you're seated or lying down. Just breathe into the body, feel the breath. Maybe a nice sigh as you exhale.
And ever so slowly we can begin to move fingers and toes. Maybe rock the head, roll the shoulders. And then if you're lying down, gently hug the knees in. And then in your own time, just swinging up to seated. And take a few moments again just to ground. Imagine those roots buried deep into the earth. Whenever you have the opportunity or the mind drifts to feeling grounded, it's always nice to just sink the roots down. And so when you've come up to seated, just bring your hands together at heart center. Om Shanti. Namaste.